Awesome, guys. So we're playing one more game today because we do have a couple things to do later. So we are playing against Queen, who is very annoying to play against. We do want the early swings against Queen. He also has that 9-drop Yamato, which we do want to prevent him from playing, and the Dracula Mihawk. So going second is probably not very good for. It's just being able to swing first and preventing him one turn to play those cards is a little better for us, and this is a great hand for that early game pressure. We will play one Nami, and we will grab the Sanji because that's kind of why we put him in this deck. If you guys watched my last video, talked about it. Queen does want to stall out a little bit and prevent us from pulling too many cards early, and we'll see if he knows that and swings next turn. So we'll kind of play around how aggressive he plays next turn. But he does opt to drop a Mihawk. Interesting. I think that was quite a terrible turn actually, but you know, whatever. I don't really know. I haven't played too many Queen games, so yeah. But this turn we will play a Nami, put a Dawn on our lot, and just take a swing. See if he counters out of it. He doesn't. He does play the Brûlée. And we will put a Sanji down and give him his turn. So for the Kaya, he does want to play a bit defensive early. And we'll see if he swings now. Okay, so interesting. Doesn't seem like he knows the advantages early of his deck, but that's just how it is sometimes. We are gonna play a Brook, get that Zoro down early, and we will take another life and swing for 7k at his life. The best way to play this matchup is if you're able to get the attackers in, try to get as many cards into his hand as possible so he can't use that leader effect. So he does swing into my Sanji, which is totally fine. We will give that to him. Sanji kind of did his job, which was to get a life and get us an extra card, and this Luffy is going to do magical into his deck and into those blockers, because actually next turn we could just play Luffy for 5 and just double swing him. Actually no, we don't have enough Dawn for that, sadly. But we can just see if he will take a life with our Law Swing here. Just thinking. Yeah, we'll see if he takes a life here or if he uses a blocker. Okay. He opts to take use a Brûlée. He does want to keep his blockers up. So we will play. We do want to swing with this Brook because we do want to shambles that out for the Luffy. So we will swing for 5 here. Actually, I'm just thinking. 7. We'll play 1 Nami. You know what? Why don't we just do that now? We don't know what we're going to get. And we do pull that Zoro, which is great for us. As you see, we are investing a lot into attack power early. And we will swing. You know what? We'll swing with the Zoro here for 7. Let's see if he takes that life. And another thing we should keep in mind is since he does use up all his counters. So he probably has a Dracula just because I saw him toss one of those earlier. So we don't want to play our Luffy too early. We will want to play our Law or our Restand Law, just for him to get some cards out of our hands. So that's what we're going to do. And we do want to kill one of those blockers. And you know what? I'm just thinking if I should. You know what? I'm going to swing 3-1. No. We'll just go 9k into his life, and he'll probably use a blocker. Probably isn't the best Dawn allocation, but that's how it is sometimes. He also doesn't have too many attackers on board. And he does want to clear one of them out. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay, interesting. So we should have probably hit him with the 2. But he might have, I don't really know. But we're going to go for the restand. Yeah, we'll go for the restand. Actually, no. We're gonna bait out his... Yeah, we'll go for the restand law. Why not? And he's probably gonna play his Dracula. And let's just see if we can get one more swing in here. Have lots of 5Ks for next turn. We do have that Luffy in hand as well, which is very good for us. We do want him to take out one of our characters here. Whether or not we give it to him easily, unsure. Actually, sorry, I didn't even realize, but he doesn't even have a 9-drop here. So that's exactly why we decided to go first. He does go for my Brook here. We will defend with 1 Nami. It's not much. It's not a lot for the defense there. Does swing into my Brook again. And you know what? We will block with the Law. And if he wants one of them, he can put a lot of Dawn on one of his characters. But we do have 2Ks in hand, so that's fine. Okay, so he does go for the... Okay. Interesting. So we are going to force him to take that card. We do want him to take that card, so he might take it early. It's very interesting. Yeah, so he was kind of forced in a tough position there. But there it is. We do have win. We will just end it here. Play our Luffy. And we will just hit him. Perfect. He does go for a rematch. We'll go for it. Why not? He does seem like he's learning Queen here. And it's these sort of matchups for Law are things that we do want to keep in mind. So great to practice. So he does decide to go first, which is better for him. So that's a good choice on him. And in order to play around that, we will keep the Sanji in hand, just so we have that life option, as we said earlier. So he does skip his first turn. We'll play the Sanji and end it there. Next turn we will have, oh, interesting. So on KO, okay, and it's a blocker. So, okay. That's not great for us, but more life for us is fine. So we will take that. He does decide to swing early, which isn't, you know, what Queen wants to do, as I said earlier, but that's how it is. We will play, I think, a Nami. Actually, we will... Yeah, we'll play the Nami because we do want to take a couple cards early. And we don't want to swing with leader first yet, But I also do want to use Sanji's ability. So I will get Zoro out early. Taking a bit of a risk here just because let's hope that it's not a Thunderbolt. Amazing. And we are going to try to take as many life as possible. Cool. He decided not to block with Pound. Which, you know, is... Okay, so he's definitely new to this game because... Okay, never mind. I thought Pound's effect was on blocker, but it does say on KO, so it still works even if he's not blocking. But he does go for the big swings here, which is not great for Queen, early at least. So it's a bit of a problem here with Pound. I am gonna swing into it because, you know what? He's probably going to get rid of my Zoro anyways, so we'll just go for a kill there. He's probably going to return this onto exactly. That's fine. We have 5 Dawn left. We don't have enough to shambles into Law here, which does suck a little bit. But we are going to get some cards out early. I do want to force him to swing into my Bonnie. But before we play her and use her ability, we are gonna put some Dawn just in case he has a Thunderbolt and he, you know, doesn't kill Bonnie. So hopefully he blocks here. Okay, he doesn't. He decides to play the Boa. I will use the Bonnie ability here. And I'll grab myself another Bonnie because he might kill it this turn. We'll see. And we will be willing to give it up a bit. We're a bit more open to giving Bonnie up just because we have another one in class. So he doesn't swing into my Bonnie. He is trying to go for life here, which isn't great for him. We will go down to 1 life. And we'll see what he does. He does have a lot of blockers up, but as we do have that Luffy, which is gonna keep us in the game here. We will have to play a little defensive as we chip away his life. He does go for my Bonnie there. As I said before, I am more willing to give it up. That's fine. He does commit a 5k to that swing. So yeah, we are gonna play another Bonnie because Bonnie's awesome. Actually, you know what? We will play the Curly first because you never know. Oh, we made the wrong choice. That's fine. We will grab another 2k. We do have 3 Otamas already, but I do think counter power. You know what? We'll go for the blocker. Why not? Why not? And we will put that there. I don't know if we're going to get back down there, but that's fine. We are going to see if we can grab this, but he's going to probably use his Boa to block this, which is totally fine. Probably should have just went for 5k, but we don't want him to use his cards actually in hand because that kind of gets him towards his extra life, which we don't want. So we've already used Nami ability. We're gonna play that second Bonnie down. Yeah, we're gonna play that second Bonnie down. Go for that search. We don't get the Radical Beam, which is what I was hoping for. And we do already have 2 laws in hand, but yeah, I do think the Zoro's better here. I don't think I'm gonna have time to get three laws out, but that might have been a mistake. But okay, we will get this back down. And we might want to swing into the Sanji once again. But first we'll do this. Bring back our Bonnie. Play the Zoro. put one Dawn on him, and we will swing into that Sanji. He will probably use one of his blockers here, but we will see. Yeah, that's what we assumed was going to happen, so that's great. It is looking pretty good for us. We are going to chip away at his life next turn, see if we can get him down to 0 life. And yeah, he does reach 9 here. As I said before, this is kind of where things get difficult, and we're going to see if we can rush him down next turn, but it's going to be difficult. He does swing 5 into my Zoro. We do want to keep that. Now, whether or not we give up a Bonnie is difficult. I think we keep the Bonnie here. We're going to give up... we could have used our Law. I was kind of being silly there because he's probably going to Dracula Mihawk that back to the bottom of my deck. Okay, he does kill the Zoro there. Interesting. I don't know why he would do that. Actually... Okay, so he had to because we only had 3 life. So, okay, that's good for us. Good thing we chipped away at his life early. So we do have those 10 on now. We are going to use the... Okay. I'm actually going to play one of our Otamas. So we're going to return it back into our hand anyways with our other Law. And we're going to get that Sanji down just because we can swing without as much worry of blocking and countering here. I'm actually going to one more Dawn. Actually, I'll just use the Nami ability and swing at life for 6k. He can counter out it with his hand, but we will see what he does. He does take that life, okay. Interesting. We're kind of in a weird spot here, whether or not we should use Curly or to... so we did skip up on the 2 laws early. We do want that restand law though, so let's hope we grab one of those. We haven't seen a couple of those early. Okay, this interesting. We do get a Gum Gum Jet Pistol, which is great for us because we can take care of this, the 9 drops with one of those, and the Otama. But do we want to go for another Zoro swing? I do think we have enough blockers to block the Yamato for now. So we will take the Zoro. Whether or not, we'll see if that's going to be a bad decision later. And we will... Should we swing with the Law here? I think we should actually just return these cards first. And see if he does take a life with Zoro here. He's probably going to block it, but you never know. Okay, he does counter out of that one. Now, do we... I think we do this here. We do the 7k. We do have 2 blockers and a crap ton. Okay, that was smart by him. And I am unsure what we should do now. Okay. He might want to go for game here, and I don't know if I can defend it. So, you know what? I am gonna go with putting 1 chopper down and replacing that Nami. And I'm just gonna flex the 3 Dawns here and see if he plays around it, because that's kind of what we want right now. So, okay, he does get another Yamato. Probably kill a chopper. So that was a good call for us. And he commits a Dawn to the Queen. He does have 5 cards in hand. 5 cards here, so that was a bit silly of him. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered either way. He probably should have taken a life last turn. but you know, it was close. I did have that Luffy, so he does swing here, and I am gonna give up a Dadan for that. He does have also a Yamato swing, and if he does swing with that, I will block with my chopper. Okay, he does, and he might swing with a Sanji here, but that would be a little silly. So yeah, we do have a bunch of blockers here. We do want that restand, and we do find it, so that's awesome. Because if we do get him down to 1 life, we can threaten the double Luffy attack. So we will swing for... We will get a blocker down now. Actually, no. Yes, we will. No, we won't. Yes, we will. Because we are going to switch out that Zoro for that Law. And get a restand. Maybe that was a bit of a silly play. But, whatever. We are going to commit a bit of Dawn here to some swings. And let's see if... Okay, so he does take that life. We are going to put 1 Dawn on the blocker Law here. We do want to get a couple of his blockers out of the way. Awesome. We do want to get him down to 1 life. I doubt he has another Yamato in hand. So the only thing he can do is get 1 life, and we can kind of look for that game-ending play next turn with Luffy. Okay, so he does take it. And we are going to just restand our blocker Law with our restand Law. And we have 3 blockers and a bunch of counters. Don't think he's going to be able to end this turn. He will have Dracula. Oh, he also has the 10 drop Kaido, which, like, as an option, which I don't think he would run, but you never know. Does swing 9 here. He will block that. Okay. We don't need our laws right now because we will try to go for game next turn. And that's fine. We'll give up 1 law. Okay, so he does toss the other law, which does suck a little bit. But he's going to probably try to counter out. Oh, he's probably going to swing actually. With 1. So we will have to go for game here. Okay, he does swing 8 here. He will take that. And he might just swing. Okay. Okay, interesting. So we do get a law. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So this is kind of where the Dawn allocation matters a lot. If we play 3 1 costs, you know what? We're just gonna see what he does here. Okay, he does block. He does counter out there. The question is, can we survive another turn? Probably not. We're gonna have to look for win here. Do we play the Zoro for another swing? Yes, we do. Gonna go with that. He might counter out of it with his hand, which would suck a little bit. Okay, so he does take the life. we will play a blocker here. And play an Otama. And he's already calling it here. We do have that Luffy. We're gonna grab the Law here, play the Luffy, and swing for 9k. I think that's the only way we could have won. And he does disconnect there. Okay. So we do pull out 2 wins here against the Queen. But that being said, it did seem like he was a newer player. But you know what? We're practicing, and that's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, guys. We will end it there today. And good luck playing, and have fun, guys.